We're live. Okay, mic check, and we're good. Okay, guys, welcome to the P&L Cartel podcast on YouTube. Be sure that you guys check out the link in the description and follow us on X. In today's video, we're going to dedicate our time to XRP. You guys saw the Trump announcement yesterday. It pretty much tanked the markets, but our focus is XRP for this video. Currently hovering right at $2. You can see it's down 14% on the week, and it's down 7% literally on the overnight chart. So what's going on? What do I think's next for XRP? And what am I doing with my bag? Well, I'm gonna get right to the news. I did sell my XRP bag. I am sad to say I'm on the sideline. I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm disappointed in XRP. Man, that's my baby, man. I love her. I love XRP so much. I've been around since way back in about 2016, 2017, where XRP went up, in that tremendous run up to about $4. I was buying XRP all the way up and all the way down, man. I held XRP all the way to the lawsuit, through the lawsuit. It's real disappointing. I definitely felt as if the price should have pumped before even any of this news about the XRP lawsuit being over. I know we're currently awaiting some type of, settlement deal with the SEC, but man, I had no thought that it would be this many years and we'd still see these prices. Yes, it's up overall on the year, but for us who've been around since way back in 2016, we've seen these prices. Let's put up some chart work. So here on TradingView, we can go back to, here we go, man. Let's close this ad. 2000. What's going on, TradingView? 2017, 18, right around the December New Year's, you can see we ran up right around $3. It actually wicked up here to about $3.50. I thought it was a little higher than that. Let's see. Yeah, $3.50. We'll call it $3.50. Man, I was here, man. I was in this market, and this was the ride. So it was 4 years of holding. I held through all of this, and we we finally saw a little pump in 2021. We thought that was it. We thought it was going from here, and no, the lawsuit dropped, and we ended up riding another 4 years out, man. Who would have thought it would come to this? And as Trump began to take office, we did get that pump in November going into December and January, where it topped again right around the old top at around $3.50, and we've since consolidated currently right here at the $2 range. What's next, man? If this is the pattern, it doesn't look good. You can see the RSI went into complete overbought territory in January when Trump was coming in, and it looks as if it could potentially want to bottom out, man. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Do I hold on to a belief one day that they could flip the switch and all of the nations could, begin to transact in XRP? I dream about it sometime, but I gotta show me the money model, and they haven't been able to show me the money. I've done tremendous returns in other investments, all while my XRP bag has just, been collecting dust. Looking at the weekly again, down 14%, 15% on the month. 90 days, we're down 15%. You can see it has a decent 6-month return, 3x, but we waited 8 years to see this. Since January, we have, not made any profit. So, I dabbled over into the XRP meme coins a bit. Let's take a look at the XRP meme coins. I know a lot of people aren't even aware that XRP has meme coins, but if you come over here to Dex Screener, you can actually take a look at them. You have to buy them on First Ledger, which is a complete nightmare, but a place to buy coins. They need to upgrade that. It's just not enough liquidity. There's no volume in these meme coins. There's no bridge to them. There's no phantom swaps. There's no way to buy them directly on Dex Screen or anything like that. You have to go through First Ledger and do all of this, cumbersome process, and it just has not been able to attract the masses. Phoenix being, one of the golden childs of XRP. It's a few months old now, currently a $9 million market cap, 100,000 in volume, which, that's nothing. If you're on Pump Fund, you see this stuff in little coin launches that don't even go anywhere. But this token was, just a few months ago, $70 million. So it's just, let's put up the chart. It's just It's been a nightmare of return. And I know the XRP community, shout out to you guys, man. Diamond Hand guys, man. I really love you guys. I've been listening to the digital asset investor for so many years now. The digital perspectives, Jeremy Hogan, John Deaton, these are my guys, man. I really appreciate Brad Garlinghouse. He's so polished. Chris Larson, he sits in the cut calling shots and things like that. David Schwartz putting out these random tweets. The bearable bull and all this stuff, man. I'm a real XRP guy. I don't want you guys to think I'm just picking on it. I'm literally disappointed, man. You can see, Phoenix was $70 million, $75 million, man. It's down here at $9 million, man. This is horrible to try to hold this stuff while you watch these Solana meme coins with no value just go to the moon. Look, Pongo at $1 million right now. That's just crazy. Where's Laugh? We all like Laugh. Laugh isn't even $1 million market cap, man. And these coins, they're consistent. If you go to the X accounts, these coins, they do the work. Solana coins, they don't even do anything and they'll just run. Where you have these communities over here that are so solid, but there's just no value. So I sold all my XRP meme coins. I'm sitting on the sideline because I personally believe XRP is going to drop even further. And I hope I find a re-entry, but I have to make active investments, man. This is not easy to just sit here, especially these meme coins. This is, especially when you're aware of what's going on these other chains. Binance coins going crazy, Base tokens going crazy. You got Sweet tokens even moving in, going crazy. It's just why hold this stuff where there's no value? Where's XRP Army? This isn't the army that went to the moon. There's another one. I don't even see it on here. Here it goes. Here, let's pull up XRP Army. About a year-old token. You'll see, man, this thing went like to 120, I believe. Let's check it out. You can see it's currently at a $9 million market cap. The volume isn't even 100,000, man. Like, how do you explain that? My chart's going super slow. I might need to close out some other pages. Let's scroll in. You can see this. It's just pain, man. Look, topped it at 120 just in January and just bled out. Like, man, this is just pain. Like, and then you're watching other coins just go crazy. So I'm sad. I'm here ranting, man. You guys forgive me, man. Smash the like button if you feel like me. I know a lot of XRP guys don't want to speak against the token. We all love it. I love XRP, man. And I do, I hold on to the dream that they're going to flip the switch. It's been added to the strategic reserve, all this stuff. But, I mean, they added a bunch of tokens. Solana's in there as well. So, do I think that this market cap is just going to go Valhalla? We've all, Liechtenstein overnight. It's harder to believe in the dream, man. I know one day they say you're going to wake up and it'll be, 589, right? Well, shit, man. I haven't seen a 589. I haven't even seen $50. So I'm just a bit disappointed in XRP. I guess this is just a rant. I'm venting. I might wake up tomorrow and I'm back in love and I'm buying back in. But today I am upset. Seeing the price at $2 is just really ticking me off. If it drops even another penny, it'll be, in a dollar. Oh my goodness. It's just, it's painful. Bitcoin sitting at 80K. If you're sitting in any of these top cryptos, you know that it's not been very profitable to hold this stuff, so who thinks Bitcoin's going to 200K anytime soon? If you're a wealthy person and you're just preserving some wealth, you don't mind putting a couple of $1 million over in a Bitcoin and getting that 6%. Us guys that are looking to create wealth, we need the vehicles that are moving fast, and they're moving fast right now. So yeah, XRP could one day do something, but for us that have been around for going on a decade right now, you gotta admit at some point you're a bit let down and you're a bit upset as well, man. Well, I'm gonna cut my XRP rant short for right now. I don't want to just keep on kicking the horse while he's down. I know we all kind of feel the same way. I just wanted to get on here and voice my frustrations, but I'm gonna get back to what I've been doing lately and trading at Solana meme coins and actually making some profit. So you guys, man, subscribe to the P&L Cartel podcast and check out my other videos, and you can see how I'm actually making money in these bear market conditions. So that's it, man. I'm gone.